All right, and welcome back to Whiteboard Gematria. I'm your host, Dallas, and let's get to it. Boris Johnson steps down, July 7th, 12:30 p.m., and the story run by The Guardian, the 33 hours that brought Boris Johnson down, in 3 minutes. Interestingly, on March 11th, 2020, the day the pandemic was called, until July 7th, 2022, his stepping down was a time period of 2 years and exactly 118 days. Interestingly, 2 years ago, on 8/11, we have Kamala Harris being announced as Joe Biden's vice president pick, who became the first female vice president in the U.S. history. Text united to Biden and Harris 333. Interesting, the 33 hours and 3 minutes. We also get the 7/7 with the July 7th.
So I'm with my father and my grandfather and my brother sitting in the bench seats. Women were upstairs. 5 or 6 guys get up on the bema on the stage and they're facing the congregation. They get their talit over their heads and they start this chanting. I think it's called duchening. And my father said to me, "Don't look." So everybody's got their eyes covered with their hands, or they've got their talit down over their faces, or turned away, turned their back to these guys. And I hear this strange sound coming from them. They're not singers. They were shouters. And dissonant. It was all discordant. And they were doing like, that kind of wailing. And all discordant, not together, not in unison. And then the leader would shout out, Yevorechecho! And the rest of them would respond, Yevorechecho! It was chilling. You know? Whoa, something major is happening here. So I peeked, and I saw them with their hands stuck out from beneath their talit like this towards the congregation. I thought, wow. Something really got hold of me. I thought, I had no idea what was going on, but the sound of it and the look of it was magical. This is the shape of the letter Shin, Hebrew alphabet, Shin. Very interesting letter in the language. It's the first letter in the word Shaddai, the first letter in the word Shalom, first letter in the word Shekhinah, which is the name of the feminine aspect of God.
Shin, with the numerical value of 303. Shin starts one of God's names, Shaddai, meaning Almighty, as mentioned by Mr. Spock there himself. The priest reciting this priestly blessing spread out the fingers of both hands in the form of 1 or 2 shins. So interestingly, we have the shins. Well, interestingly, we see this connection again, for it says Shin, being Almighty, is connected to God's name. Well, it is. And it's interestingly hidden right within front of our eyes. So we take the word 7 and the word 11 here as we see 7-11. Interesting little riddle. 7 and 11 are both odd numbers. However, they both have the word even in it. And they're the only numbers in the number line that have the word even in it. So let's use mathematical properties. What we do to one side, we do to the other. We drop the even in both, and we're left with S, which is the Shin, and L, which in Hebrew is God. So we get the S and L, the Shin God, which is El Shaddai, God Almighty. Might be thinking that's crazy until we catch the "Oh thank heaven" for 7-Eleven being their catchphrase. So we see this interplay of the 7 and the Shin and El Shaddai. Interestingly enough, the numbers of man encode this as well, as we see the 28 phalanges when you add the human hands and feet together, 14 for each member, so such as in 2 hands of Shin. So these are phalanges, the spaces on your fingers between the knuckles. You can see that there are 3 per finger, 1, 2, 3, and on 4 fingers that totals to 12, and every thumb has 2. So On each hand, we have a 14, which of course is 7 plus 7. The Shin, the priestly blessing, El Shaddai, God Almighty. The feminine aspect, very interesting stuff here, all rolled into Shin number 7, 77. Star Trek shields up. U.S. lawmakers advised to use Vulcan greeting to avoid coronavirus exposure. Jesus died on April 3rd, AD 33, at about 3 p.m. on a cube. 77. How old was Jesus when he died? Approximately 33 years old. So here we have the story of Jesus' death on April 3rd at AD 33 at about 3 p.m., approximately the age of 33, on a cube called a cross. 33 is the 77th triangular number. The Golden Gate. In Jewish tradition, the Messiah will enter the Golden Gate into Jerusalem, coming from the Mount of Olives. Christians and Muslims generally believe that this was the gate through which Jesus entered Jerusalem. The Golden Gate, 123. Conspiracy, 123. Boris Johnson quit, 77 at 123. The 33 hours that brought Boris Johnson down in 3 minutes. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, all wrapped around Jesus, who was on the cross, the 77. 33 is the 77. 1, 2, 3, Jerusalem, the Golden Gate. Very interesting stuff. Mr. Boris Johnson picked for the 77, the 1, 2, 3, the Messiah on the cross, dying and stepping down as the Prime Minister of England. Wherever you are, I hope this finds you well. God bless.